After the victories of King Artabanus III, the Parthian Empire stood tall once again, scarred but undefeated. Rome had failed to conquer it twice, and the Arsacid dynasty still commanded the sands of Persia. But beneath the surface, the empire was cracking. The nobles who once supported Artabanus began to seek more power. Local kings behaved like independent rulers. Trade routes were threatened, and while Rome remained a distant enemy, a far more dangerous threat was rising from within. It would not come from the west. It would come from Parsis, a small kingdom in the southern mountains, and from one family that believed the Arsacids were too weak to continue. For now, Parthia tried to keep its borders strong. Artabanus's successors fought to hold Armenia, traded victories with Rome, and continued the ancient rivalry between cataphract and legion. The Parthian-Roman conflict became a Cold War, a long struggle of diplomacy, proxy kings, and small but bloody border battles. But every year the Arsacid grip loosened. The nobility grew richer, the kings grew poorer, and the empire began to fragment. Then came Vologases V, a king determined to restore order. He reinforced trade. He stabilized the eastern borders. He negotiated with Rome not out of fear but out of calculation. Yet even this revival could not stop the rising storm. In the city of Istakhr, a local Persian prince named Papakand, his son Ardashir began to challenge Parthian authority. At first, the Arsacids ignored them. They had civil wars. They had Roman threats. They had rebellions to suppress. But Ardashir was no ordinary prince. He trained an army of disciplined cavalry, rebuilt ancient Persian traditions, and spoke openly of creating a new empire, one that would restore the glory of Cyrus and Darius. While Parthia struggled with infighting, Ardashir moved like a shadow across the map, conquering city after city, taking fortress after fortress, winning loyalty from tribes that had once feared the Arsacids. By the time the Parthian kings realized the danger, Ardashir commanded an army powerful enough to challenge the entire dynasty. The two forces met near Hormozgan, the final battlefield of the Arsacid age. The Parthian king, Artabanus IV, charged with his cataphracts, but Ardashir's troops were disciplined, organized, and driven by a new vision. Artabanus fell in the fighting, and with him fell the Parthian Empire. After almost 5 centuries, the Arsacid dynasty collapsed, replaced by the rising Sasanian Empire. But the legacy of Parthia did not vanish. Their cataphract armor inspired medieval knights. Their tactics influenced future cavalry warfare. Their survival